Do you love silly stories for kids? Why not consider joining our family? You can even get a very special message from one of your favourite Silly Stories for Kids characters. Head over to the website to find out more. It's your support that helps us to continue to make exciting stories and more crazy content.
Did somebody say crazy?
Oh, Pim Pim, no. Pim Pim! One day, two little kids named Charlie and Amelia were out shopping with their mum. They had been walking around for a long time, and Charlie and Amelia had been very good. "Okay, kids," said their mum, "I've just got one more shop I need to go into, but while I'm in there, why don't you two go have a look at that new lolly shop?" "New lolly shop?" said Charlie. "I didn't even see it." "Me either," said Amelia. "It's right there." "Hang on, I don't think I've ever seen that shop before either," said their mum. "Oh well, go, have a look." "Okay, here's a little bit of money," said their mum. So she gave them both a little bit of money to go into the lolly shop and buy something special. Charlie was so excited. He was thinking of all the lollies that he might choose. Maybe a push pop, maybe some nerds. Who knows? He was so excited. "Come on, Amelia," he said, and he took his little sister with him. They both went into the lolly shop, and when they went inside, there was a very strange-looking man sitting at the counter. "Good day, Charlie," said the man in the lolly shop. How did you know my name?" "I know the names of all the children that come into this lolly shop." "What do you mean?" said Charlie. He looked at the man very strange. This isn't any old lolly shop, and not just anybody can get inside. Only the most special of special children are allowed to enter this shop." "Really?" said Charlie. "Really," said the man. "And you and your sister have been selected." "Selected for what?" said Charlie. "I hear that you are a very fun little boy and that you and your sister do all kinds of crazy things together. Would that be true?" I guess so," said Charlie. Well then I must show you all the different types of lollies. Come with me, Charlie." "Okay," said Charlie. He was so happy. So him and his sister started following the man, and he took them to all the different spots. "Try one of these," said the man, as he pulled out a funny-looking lolly in a wrapper. The wrapper was pink, and the lolly inside seemed to sparkle. "What's this?" he said. "Try and see," said the man. So Charlie took the lolly and popped it inside his mouth. As he started to chew, I feel a bit... Charlie sneezed, and out his nose burst a bunch of confetti. "What?" said Charlie. "What just happened?" "Ha," said the man. "Yes, this is not normal lollies. This is a trick lolly shop." "A trick lolly shop," said Charlie. "Here, little girl, would you like to try one?" Charlie's little sister Amelia smiled. The man gave her a funny-looking stick. It kind of looked like a candy cane, but it was wibbly-wobbly rather than solid. Amelia popped it inside her mouth and began to chew, and as she did, her hair started to grow in red and white streaks, and it grew longer and longer and longer until it was touching the ground. "That's so funny," said Charlie. Yes, but the most important thing is that you always have some of these," said the man, and he handed Charlie another little packet. It looked kind of like Tic Tacs, but the ones inside were kind of glittery and silver. "Pop one of those," he said. So Charlie popped one of the Tic Tacs in his mouth and gave one to his sister. As they both chewed them up, Amelia's hair went back to normal, and all the glitter on Charlie's top disappeared. "Yes," said the man, "these are the ones that will fix the fun that has been done." "Oh, that's great," said Charlie. "Now, do you think that you can take these lollies and go play tricks on people?" "I definitely think I can," said Charlie. The smile on his face was so big it almost touched both of his ears. He was so excited he was almost jumping. Amelia was very happy too. She was running around in circles, laughing and smiling. She grabbed another lolly off the shelf. "Oh, that's a good one," said the man at the lolly shop. So Amelia popped it in her mouth, and as she did, all of a sudden, her stomach started to get bigger and bigger and bigger until she did a ginormous burp. Charlie laughed and laughed. "This is going to be so much fun." "Yes," said the man. "Take as many as you can carry." Really, said Charlie. Really, said the man. So Charlie and Amelia both filled up bags and bags with all kinds of crazy lollies. They had no idea what any of them would do, but they were so excited to go play some tricks on some of their friends. Thank you so much, said Charlie. This has been so exciting. Ah, yes, said the man, but make sure that you use them wisely. Always have fun. Don't be mean to anyone. Okay, we will, said Charlie. And Charlie and Amelia walked back out the shop. As they did, the shop front changed and it turned into a florist. Did that really just happen? He thought. But he looked down at the bags of lollies that he had. Such big bags of lollies. I think it did, said Charlie. Him and Amelia started walking back over to where their mum was just coming out of the last shop. As she came out, she looked at the giant bags. How did you get all those lollies? That's amazing. I bet you there wasn't any change. Well, there kind of was, said Charlie, as he handed his mum back the money. What? She said. How did that happen? That's the most crazy lolly shop. Why is the lolly shop a florist now? Never mind, said Charlie. Would you like a lolly? I guess so, said his mum. So Charlie pulled one out of his bag and handed it to his mum. This one was long and thin and seemed to be covered in some kind of chocolate. "Oh, this looks nice," said his mum. She popped it in her mouth and began to chew, and as she did, she had a funny feeling in her ears. "Oh, what is that? It feels very..." Charlie's mum's ears started playing trumpets. "What's going on?" she said. "Oh my goodness," said Charlie. "Your ears are playing trumpets. This is crazy," called their mum. Charlie and Amelia were laughing and laughing. "Here you go, Mum, have one of these," he said. As he handed her one of the Tic Tacs, she munched on it and the trumpet slowly disappeared. "What was that?" said his mum. "I don't know," said Charlie, "but we've been trusted with giant bags of funny lollies." "Wow, we should go play a trick on your dad." "Good idea," said Charlie. So the kids raced home with their mum, and when they got there, their dad was sitting at the table. "Would you like a lolly, Dad?" said Charlie. "Ah, that sounds great. Got any Milkos?" No Milkos, but try one of these." Charlie pulled out a lolly that was also in a wrapper. It was pink and purple and orange on the outside, but the lolly on the inside was rainbow colours. But the rainbows almost looked as if they were moving. "Oh," said his dad. "That looks interesting." He popped it in his mouth and began to chew. As he did, Charlie couldn't hold his excitement. He was smiling so big. "What are you so excited about?" said his dad as he continued to chew. And as he did, his dad started to feel funny. "Oh, I feel a bit tingly. What's going on?" he said. As he was continuing to chew, all of a sudden, Charlie's dad exploded into a ball of feathers. He was covered in feathers from his head to his toe. Feathers were everywhere. They went all over the floor and all over the table. "What just happened?" said Charlie's dad. Charlie, Amelia and their mum started laughing and laughing so hard. "Here you go, Dad, have one of these," said Charlie, as he flicked him a Tic Tac. I don't know if I want to eat this one," said his dad. You definitely do," said Charlie. "Oh, okay." So Charlie's dad popped the Tic Tac in his mouth and began to chew, and as he did, the feathers disappeared. "Oh, thank goodness," he said. "What happened?" Charlie and Amelia laughed. "Well, we got some trick lollies from the shop. They seemed to be a lot of fun." They were laughing and laughing, but no one was paying attention to Amelia. While they were laughing, Amelia had snuck into her bag of lollies and decided to eat as many as she could at the same time. By the time they turned around and looked, Charlie saw his little sister. "Amelia, are your cheeks full of lollies?" "Mm-hmm," she said. "You're not going to swallow them all, are you?" "Mm-hmm," said Amelia, starting to giggle. She chewed and swallowed. "Uh-oh," said their mum. "Uh-oh," said Charlie. "This could get interesting," said their dad. Amelia began to feel very, very funny, and as she did, she put her hands up in the air, and when they went up, sparkles started shooting out the ends of her fingers. "That's so cool," said Charlie. Then, Fire started pouring out the top of her head. "Whoa! Are you okay?" Amelia smiled and laughed. She nodded her head, and as she nodded, she started burning little bits of the ceiling. "Amelia, stop it!" Then out of her ears started squirting water. She was spinning around in circles, shooting fire and water and sparks. Then out her feet, all of a sudden, grew extra wheels, and she was rolling around through the house with sparkles and fire and water and all kinds of things going everywhere throughout the house. "Quick, Charlie, get a Tic Tac in her mouth." "I'm trying," said Charlie as he chased his sister around the room. But she was too fast on the wheels, and more crazy things continued to happen. She grew fur over one of her arms, and the other arm grew feathers. Her legs turned into scales, and her laugh got faster and faster and deeper, until his little sister was rolling around the house, chuckling like, "Oh, oh, 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 oh." Charlie was very confused, and his mum was very scared, and his dad was trying to catch her as well. "Somebody get her a Tic Tac." "I'll get her," said Charlie. As she kept laughing, her mouth got bigger and bigger and bigger. "I've got an idea," said Charlie. He grabbed a handful of the Tic Tacs and threw them towards his sister as she was laughing. Fortunately, a few went in her mouth, and the laugh began to change. It was going back to normal, and all of her began to go back to normal. The flames stopped, the water stopped, the hair disappeared, the scales flew away, and the feathers fell to the floor, and his sister was back to normal. "Oh my goodness," said Charlie. "These lollies are a bit dangerous." "I think so too," said his dad, "but they are a lot of fun. Maybe we'll save them for another time." Good idea," said Charlie. "We'll save them for next time." Just then there was a knock at the door. It was their neighbour. "Hey, can I borrow some..." "Why is there feathers and scales and water and stuff all over your house?" "Well," said Charlie, "I don't think you'd believe us, even if we told you." And that is the end of our story. Want a lolly? This episode is brought to you by Loony Lollies, the only lollies that are as tasty as they are fun. If you need some fun in your life, make sure that you have subscribed to Silly Stories for Kids, and don't forget to leave us a review, and maybe share it with one of your friends. This has been me, Lupin the Lolly Man, and me, Sam. We'll see you soon.